Hi everybody, I'm James and welcome back to Storytime with James. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. Alright, this one is called In the Valley. Yes.
Valley
Look,
boy. Valley
the
boy.
valley went from 47 to 51st, okay? And from King Drive to Cottage Grove, that was the valley. That was considered the valley, that area. And we went through a lot of stuff. We went through a lot of stuff there because we were called the Valley Boys, okay? We were Valley Boys. And it was bad around there. It was rats running and stuff like that, and rats and everything, and drunks and people getting robbed and everything was going on over there. But in spite of all that, we had good times. You got to look at, we became desensitized by all of this going around us. We had some fun. Like, we all used to hang in a group, a big group, and we just walk up and down the streets, walk block to block, just causing a ruckus or something like that. And then after that, we would all go to this place called Astros. Okay, Astros was built like a malt shop, like an old malt shop. It had benches in there that you can sit. You know, and we used to go in there and we would sit and we would conversate with each other. We would just sit and talk. And it was fun. It was really fun. We used to talk in there. Some people would get into it because they were signifying on each other, talking about each other's mama and stuff like that. And we were sitting there and laugh all day. We would laugh and stuff. My grapes. I love these junks. Yeah, we used to laugh all day. We used to go to that shop, to Astros. Astros was actually a candy store, but I think they sold fries and sometimes or some stuff like that. But we knew the owner. We knew Astro, and he allowed us to come in there. We used to hang up there every day. Every day. Every day when we get out of school, we go straight up to Astros. So either we'd be there or we would be next door at Steak and Shake, okay? Steak and Shake, that was the junk we used to go to. And we used to buy our burgers there, these big sloppy burgers and stuff like that. That food wasn't good for you at all, but it tastes good, okay? At the time. At the time, it was the best thing since sliced bread. So we would go to Steak and Shake, get our food, then bring it back to Astros and eat. Some people didn't have money, so we would share our food with each other. Yeah, it was some good times. Then we would go to Harold's Chicken. Harold's Chicken was right down the street. It was mostly on Calumet, close to Calumet Street. So we go down to Harold's Chicken if we got a little bit more money and purchase some chicken from Harold's. Then after that, we would go all the way to King Drive, right on the fringes of the valley, right at the fringes of the valley. We would go to all the way to like 47th and King Drive, and we didn't have money on us no more. So we would take us some screwdrivers with us so we can get more money. Okay, so we would pop the meters, the parking meters. We stick it in that little seam at the top, a screwdriver in there, hit the screwdriver and pop the top up, take the tray out and dump it in our hand. Quarters and dimes and everything would fall out of our hand. So, and I'm telling you, down King Drive, it was nothing but meters, parking meters. And we would hit as many of them as possible. It was like 10 of us, and each one of us would break, we cleaned them out down there. And then we would go, once we got all of our change that we needed, like pockets full, bulging, both pockets bulging with quarters. Then we would go to the arcades, international games. Yes, international games. And in there we would stay like until we was just about cleaned all our pockets out, We would play games forever. And because certain games we would master, Like I mastered the game Galaxian and Dig Dug. Those two games, I wouldn't get off of those games for about an hour. So once I put a quarter in there, I would play for an hour, Yeah. And sometimes we would get the high score on it, and they would give you an album, or they'd give you free pizza or something like that. Yeah. So you weren't playing the games for nothing. You could win something if you broke the high score, And they put your name up on the board. Put your name up on the board for beating the high score, So you were constantly trying to beat somebody's high score. And when you left there, man, you'd be kind of dizzy when you walk, because from looking at all those flashing lights in there, lights were flashing everywhere, But man, it was fun. And then we would walk home. Okay, so a bunch of us would take off walking, and we never did catch buses or cabs or anything like that. We always walked where we had to go. That's kind of strange, ain't it? Because nowadays you rarely walk like that, We used to walk blocks and blocks, just so we can have a little fun, And we didn't have cell phones. They weren't out then. Cell phones wasn't out then. So we had to interact with each other, We had to talk to each other. Yeah, it was a simple life, but it was crazy though. And so we would walk home, and all of us would be singing and stuff like that, walking, a big group of us walking home, and singing and not rapping, but rap wasn't even out then. I think it was some rap songs out. Maybe Rapper's Delight or something. Hip hop, and hip it to the hip, the hip, hip, the hopper, you don't stop, the rocket to the bang, bang, boogie, say up jump the boogies to the rhythm of the boogity beat. Yeah, Rapper's Delight. That was out, but that was it, But we would be singing and everything, and man, we had so much fun, man. It was fun, man. It really was. And outside of everything, all the crazy flim flams, people trying to pickpocket you, the cannons trying to pickpocket you, or the it's just it was a lot of groups around there. They call themselves something, a lot of groups, but we didn't never seem to have a problem. That was the hood. You growing up in the hood, south side of Chicago, the hood. But it was nothing to us. Like if you put a human being anywhere from Chicago, you take someone from Chicago, place them anywhere on earth, they can survive. Yes, they can survive. You know, like you take somebody from Chicago and take them to California, give them a couple of days, and then they'll be fully adapted. Or take them from Chicago and send them to Alaska. A couple of days, they'll be adapted. So it's nothing. Yep. So yes, man, those days were some. It was some good days though. Those I had some good times in Chicago. When I stayed there, especially on the low end near 47th Street. 47 was a busy street, and that street was where everything would happen. Yeah. Yep. Well, I don't think. Well, I think they still call it the Valley nowadays, except it's called something else now. But some of the old school people that still frequent around the area, they still call it the Valley. That's the Valley. At one time, too many outsiders couldn't come in the Valley. You know, unless you wanted to fight or something, you didn't come to the Valley. Mm. Okay, now. All right. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time I drop another video. And share. Share my videos with your family. Share my videos with your friends. Share my videos with your loved ones. And even share it with your enemies. Peace. Adios. Salamat. Valley boy. Valley boy.
Salamat, Valley girl.